Uh, I'll start off by showing you this quick video that one of our partners, Big Review TV, did for us. It's a great video, so let's check it out.
I'm Tom Spencer, I'm the Chief Product Officer at Cognitives. I look after everything to do with product. So Cognitives is a digital publishing and content marketing platform for businesses and brands and agencies. And you can use it to create publishing websites and different types of websites that are bred for the social world of today.
Well, my name's Justin, I'm the CEO of Cognitives. The team, we're all digitally bred, a good group of young people passionate about publishing, media and specifically and the challenges of publishing. Well, we've had some really strong success early in channels, strategic channel partnerships and agency channel partnerships and some enterprise clients. So we're really looking to double down on that early product traction.
Whenever you're building digital products, the real risk is basically the pace of change. And the way that you overcome that is staying focused and staying in tune with your customers and your users.
It's about being aware of how your end customers are actually using the product and making sure that you're not getting caught in your own feedback loops.
Our focus at the moment is building on our successful channel partner success that we've had over the past year.
We've been going for 3 years now, so it's been a really big, deep product development cycle. The team have been really hyper committed through those tough years.
So Cognitives is a SaaS play, and in a SaaS play what you really need to look for is a horizontal execution, so you've got lots of different customer segments you can go after. Cognitives has that. And then the second thing in a SaaS market you need to look for in a SaaS business is smart, scalable routes to market. That comes in the form of a great partner channel and a great strategic channel.
Leanne Graham, our chairperson, has been a champion of that for Xero, a very large company globally, and we think that's what makes us specifically a very interesting investment. You know, we're really passionate, more than engaged in the journey and ready for the fight ahead.
So I want to talk to you about the Cognitive Surplus. Cognitives, our name, Cognitives, comes from, it's a mashup of the Cognitive Surplus. And that's the change brought about by technology that's transforming every part of our lives. Clay Shirky coined the term in a book, The Cognitive Surplus, and I might actually get him to describe it for you.
I think the big change in the media landscape is about rewiring the way society communicates with itself. When you change the way a society communicates, you change that society. The effect that I'm most interested in is the one I wrote about in Cognitive Surplus. And the idea of a cognitive surplus is we all have free time and talents that we can commit to things we care about. Now we've got a network that allows us to use that free time cumulatively. Because we can get dynamic information about the resources you've got access to and the resources I've got access to, we can actually share them better than we used to be able to. So you see things like a Pickup Pal, which is for carpooling, or Airbnb, which is for travelers, where the resources are the same resources they were yesterday, but today we've got a community that is willing to manage it together. My fondest, most idealistic hope is that the ability of the human race to innovate, to surprise each other with things that are both unexpected and practical, things that can change the world for the better, is going to be increased because we can get more ideas from more people crossing more wires in more ways. We've got bigger problems, but we've also got a bigger network of potential solvers of those problems. And I'm hopeful that we can use that network to get those people tuned into each other and thinking on all of our behalves.
So that's the Cognitive Surplus. A little bit about us. We're a private company and we're a technology company focused on giving people the capacity to harness the cognitive surplus. Leanne mentioned earlier, if you were here listening to her talk, our chairperson Leanne, that we're a community publishing platform. But essentially what that means is that we want to do what Clay Shirky describes, which is provide you with technology that turns your consumers into collaborators. You know, these big companies that have emerged over the past 10 years and will keep emerging over the next 50 are the ones that enable you to harness your community to achieve amazing things. You look at the way Airbnb is structured, you look at the way something like Wikipedia is structured, they leverage the cognitive surplus. All of these amazing brands and these amazing ideas that are spread by technology are all built on that concept. For us, the way that we started, and a little bit of a backstory on us, we saw that and we thought, all right, we want to build a website around a community and try and harness that cognitive surplus. We started with sport, we started in publishing, so we created this website. A thought leader in this space, a guy called Seth Godin, said that the only thing you need, or the two things you need to have a tribe, is a shared interest and a way to communicate. So we thought, all right, let's look at sport and let's try and create communities around that. So we sat down and we started coding, we started building our product. And as we went through that process, we thought, all right, well, how can we harness the cognitive surplus and start and unify these tribes that we were seeing? The things that we really needed in that platform were, as a starting point, the capacity to create great content that can live across multiple devices. Whether that piece of content is a video review for a business or whether it's an encyclopedia entry, the content has to be great and has to be able to live in the digital world. The next big part of that, solving that problem, is organizing the people who are coming into your network, the people who are in that tribe. You have to be able to organize them. So we built, as part of the product, moderation and workflow tools that enable you to control the flow of content, the flow of your community. We call them our team builder product, essentially, within the platform. The next really big one is we were looking at the way tribes were organized, the way Cognitive Surplus was sort of organizing itself, and it was happening mostly through social networks, all the networks that we're all aware of, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, etc. So we needed a way to go out and get that content and bring it closer to you. The story of your brand or your company or your consumers is happening in those networks, so you need to be able to pull it in and aggregate it in. You also then need the power to pick the eyes out of that story and moderate that content. So we built that into the platform. And then finally, we built an analytics and a data engine behind it so that you can understand what's going on with your content, what's going on with your tribe and your community, so you can better understand them, so you can better understand how to react to them. Pardon me. And you're better informed to be able to engage with your community. So that's what we built. And that is essentially the platform that we have today that builds websites. Now, whenever I talk to people about cognitives and say, well, why are you guys in the website game? Why do you want to build websites? 822,000 websites are created every single day around the world. So that's our market, if you will. When we saw that, we thought, these guys are doing it wrong. Those websites are created using technology that's about 20 years old, was created before social media really existed. They're static, they're not dynamic, and they exist alone, they're not connected to the communities that they're trying to engage with. Peter Thiel, a startup thinker out of the US, calls, when he looks at startups, he says, all right, I want to find what's their secret? What's their perspective that's unique? Our secret is that every single one of those websites, in reality, we think is being created in the wrong way. Just like Google was the last search engine, they had a different perspective. We want to be the last creator of websites and connected communities, because we think that you should be harnessing the cognitive surplus, whether you're an SME, or we call mum and dad kind of fish and chip shop, or hairdresser, or if you're a big publisher. And we have both of those people both of those types of customers on our platform already. Really large organizations organizing lots of content down to small organizations who just want to connect with a few different people. But they're all created using our platform. They're all using websites on our platform that are dynamic, that are harnessing their communities using Cognitive Surplus.